blocking me in. You're blocking me in. Move! You're gonna get me killed, you idiot. Idiot. Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Demons. In today's video we're going to be looking at Ground Branch. Yes, Ground Branch. It seems half the community seem to have heard of this game and the other half have got no idea about anything to do with this game. Instead of my usual looking into a game and starting to do a little bit of research, I thought I would do what most of us do. We have a look at a few videos on YouTube, we buy it, and then we decide whether we like it or not. So that's what we're going to do in this video. On screen you can see a little bit of a replay, and we'll go through and jump in and experience this together, have a look at the graphics, and the audio, and the gameplay, and see if another tactical shooter out there on the market is a game that you should be putting your dollar down for. Yes, it's early access, and yes, this is alpha, but let's lock and load. Let's get boots on the battleground. I was going to say battlefield then. How dare you? So here we are. I was going to say on the battlefield, but we're not. We're in the preparation area. As you can see, simple, clean, sharp. The mouse movement seems to be extremely quick. Let's just walk over here and have a look on the wall. These are the actual players that are in this, well, you could kind of call it the lobby system. And there I am, Demon Actual. And you can see on my chest, I have a Galil. So let's walk around here. I can hear somebody else around this corner. And there we go. We get a look at our first tactical operator. And there he is. And I've got to say, looks kind of cool. And what you'll see on these little locker systems there's my name above there, Demon Actual. And this is where you come in to get your tactical gear, get ready, get the weapons that you want, get the attachments. See, his name is on the back of his vest. That's kind of cool in game, actually. And as we walk down here, there is a gun range. As you can see, Santa Claus over here. Actually looks really, really good, doesn't it? The models are really, really nice. We'll get onto the movement system and the audio and how it feels a little bit later in this video. And we will be doing some terrorist hunt multiplayer. That'll be in this video as well. But for now, we're just going to be having a little look around at the features in this lobby system. Very tactical. Let's walk back out. It looks like there's somebody else there. As you can see, yes, you can see your body. There is a full body system in here. Looks like he's testing out his flashlight. Can't fire your weapons in here. Got quite a few attachments on there, which brings us up to the next thing. As I come back up to my locker, very cool that it puts your name up there. We're going to come up and have a look at the customization in here. Now, this is not quite World War III customization, and when I say that, I mean the amount of things in here, but everything in here is still fully optional for that at the end, the saw. We'll get to that eventually, but these are the AR weapons that are in here, the Galil, the M16, the M4s, the M416, etc. And we can pick any of these weapons straight off the bat, and over here, if we click on this accessory button, spin that around, it's a little bit fast. We have the options up here. Now, you don't need me to tell you how to suck eggs. It's quite obvious what's going to be happening here. And none of these things actually affect the weight or the movement of the characters, that I'm aware of anyway. But you can, here, as you can see, you can put the attachments anywhere on the wrist rail or the Picatinny rail, or even the keyboard rail on some of them. Don't think it'll let me put that on there because it'll be oversticking. But you can position these where you want them. Doesn't seem to have a huge effect on gameplay from doing this, but of course more options means you get more immersed into the gameplay, and we can just literally drag those off. This is a riser which I have on my real AR weapons. Makes it a little bit easier and you don't need to bend over and get a crooked neck trying to lock down your sight unit. So we've got all the options here, and again we can move those back and forth anywhere we want on here. We can add suppressors, foregrips, sight units, stocks. We can alter the type of mags as well, and there will eventually, although it's not currently in this build, we will eventually be able to change our ammo type. You can see there's a off cantilever sight there, which we could put something on, any of these in here. I don't want to put too much on because you end up just putting stuff on for the sake of it. Let's have a look at this angled foregrip here. And again, we can place that wherever we want, and in-game, the actual animation of the character will hold it correctly, which is a really nice feature. Never liked suppressors. I've always liked the audio. I always liked the punch. Otherwise, games like Wildlands and things like that, you just think, well, you might as well keep a suppressor on for every single mission. So there we are. There's our character. And of course, we can put patches on here. We can change the combat trousers and the vests and the tactical things like that. And I'm sure they're going to be adding a huge amount more of things as this game gets further into development. It's not that well known, and there are not a huge amount of players still playing this. But obviously, the more players will play it, the more well known it gets, the more people like myself put videos out. It may entice you in. So there we are. There's Demon Actual, looking very, very tactical. Looks like the frame rate's dropping a little bit there. That may be because I'm recording, so we'll pause there. So we are suited and booted, and as I look down, you can see the weapon that we've just selected there on my chest rig. Let's move on down to the gun range. And if these guys start offering up with their weapons and it gets too noisy, I shall cut this out and possibly come back at a later time. But as you can see, it really does look cool. Looks like we've got a friendly out there on the field. So we're going to click forward on the mouse scroll wheel, and that puts the weapon into 3 positions: up, forward, and down. Now, not really quite sure, apart from when you're patrolling and walking around and it looks cool to see the other characters, what the benefits of that system are. There is a free look. There is no zoom. As you get used to, the first thing that you kind of want to do with these games is you kind of feel like you want to zoom in a little bit like Squad and games like that. But in realism, on the battlefield, your eyes don't zoom. So there we go. Put a few rounds down. A few rounds with the pistol, and then we'll move on. Recent update on Steam I was reading today was saying that they've actually taken somebody on to look at the audio. They're wanting the audio to be as punchy and as visceral as Insurgent Sandstorm, because games like that and Escape from Tarkov really do emphasize the visceral aspect of combat and these weapons. Character models, as you can see, look really quite nice. So this is how we actually jump into the mission on Terrorist Hunt, and you can come in at these spawn points, as it were, and of course it's 1 life. And as I pick my location on that board, it will actually put Demon Actual on there. This gives the other team members here the opportunity to be able to come in with me because I'm so uber tactical. Confident. Of course not in this game, never played it before. And you can also break that up into fire teams, and you can enter, Team A at one side, Team B at the other. As you can see, there are 3 of 12 members have decided to follow old Demon Actual onto this mission, which is on the ship. Let's lock and load. So here we are in-game. I'm going to transfer you over to my comms in-game to give you an idea of it, and then we shall have a little bit of an overview of what I think about the graphics, the gameplay, and everything else. See what you think of this, let me know, and I will be commentating a little bit further after this video clip.
Right, do you want to cross straight over? Right, come here, I'm coming across. Get some cover, you're right in the open.
I can't hear you that well.
Get yourself into some cover, you're right in the open.
I can see there will be a great potential for this game. We know it's early access. The movement system feels... It's a very strange one. It kind of feels clunky, but then it feels kind of right. It's very hard to describe. It's definitely got a Raven Shield feel to it. A little bit, I guess, kind of how we wanted Wildlands to be. A little bit more tactical, a little bit more hardcore. It's a very hard one to put on it. I'll be honest with you now, this game hasn't got that hook to want to make me keep coming back and playing. it feels a little bit too slow and sterile. I don't really want to be unfair to the game, because as I said, this is early access and I haven't really tried the PvP. This on screen is Terrorist Hunt, which is a mod in Rainbow Six Siege, which really, again, didn't float my boat. The opportunity for all the weapons and gear and attachments is something that every one of us loves. These are the things that bring us back to the game again. But as you can see on screen, I put loads of rounds in there and I'm dead. If you're the type of player that wants that slow tactical gameplay, then this may be something that you should definitely have on your horizon. If you're somebody who wants to get in, have some action, and those visceral moments like in Escape from Tarkov when it's calm before the storm, then I'm not quite sure whether this game is quite there yet and will really hold your attention. The game is only £15 on Steam, so it's not like this is going to break the bank. So if you want to support some developers who were involved in Raven Shield and with Red Wolf, then now is your opportunity. This is on Steam. It's definitely a game that I'm going to keep an eye on, and I probably will do another video here on the channel on the PvP. That may completely change my view and aspect on this. The AI in this game, I'll be honest, are as dumb as a box of tools. I'll show you a clip on screen now. They just stand there and they don't really do anything. While they have got almost laser accuracy, they have been worked on and the AI is being improved so that they can go through trees and they will move more and they don't snap turn, like basically spinning around while the legs are in the same place. This has all been discussed and it's on the forums and the Discord, so the devs are on it. They are updating it often. But do let me know what you think of this game. Have you played Ground Branch? Have you heard of it before? Is it on your radar? And do you think that this could be the tactical hardcore shooter we've all been looking for? Thanks for watching. I shall see you in another video, no doubt real soon. Thanks to the new subscribers. Bye-bye.